Hello everyone. In this presentation, I will explain the final exam and provide some tips for writing a strong final exam essay. So, let's begin. The final exam for English 1301 is the same for all Composition 1 students, and it has been set by the English department. For the final exam, you are asked to write an 800-word essay that illustrates your experience with the course. Specifically, focus on what your own engagement and effort has been like for the term. In other words, the essay will answer the following question: how well do you think you performed in the class? Each body paragraph in the essay will need to discuss your experiences with learning three concepts in the course. 1. Learning about the three-part structure of essays: the introduction, body, and conclusion. 2. Learning how to proofread your essay. And 3. Learning how to collaborate with other students. As I will reiterate throughout this presentation, the focus needs to be on how well you engaged with the concepts and how much effort you put into learning and applying them to your own writing. This essay is not the opportunity to reveal what you learned in the class, nor is it your opportunity to throw me under the bus. OC has the student evaluation of instruction for that. This essay needs to focus on how well you performed when learning the three major concepts in the class. As we have learned through the previous essays, an introduction should introduce the reader to the essay's main idea. For this essay, I suggest starting with the general statement about the course. Then, give a brief overview of your experience. The end of the introduction should include a thesis statement like the following example. While learning about the three-part essay structure, proofreading, and working with my fellow students, I was... You will need to fill in the rest. And how you finish a thesis will be determined by your own performance and effort. The first body paragraph needs to focus on your experience learning how to structure essays. It will need to answer the following questions. What has been your experience with learning about the three-part essay structure? And how well did you engage with the structure? Remember, the focus of this paragraph should be on your experience and engagement, not on what you learned or on my performance as an instructor. While you will no doubt need to include elements of what you learned to support the paragraph's idea, again, the focus should be on your effort in learning and applying this concept. In the second body paragraph, answer the following questions. What has been your experience with proofreading? And how well did you engage with the techniques you learned? Focus on what your experience has been like learning the techniques for proofreading we discussed in class or through my comments on assignments. Once again, the focus of this paragraph should be on your experience and engagement, not on what you learned or on my performance as an instructor. While you will no doubt need to include elements of what you learned to support the paragraph's idea, again, the focus should be on your effort in learning and applying this concept. I will continue repeating this because it's something students often miss in the final exam when they get lost in repeating what they learned rather than explaining their own processes and effort. The third body paragraph needs to focus on your interactions with other students in the class. What has been your experience with collaborating with other students? How well did you engage with and learn from other students in the class? Focus on what your experience has been like working with other students. Participation in discussion boards, especially the journal responses, should provide ample evidence to write this paragraph. And since the third time's the charm, remember, the focus of this paragraph should be on your experience and engagement, not on what you learned or on my performance as an instructor. While you will no doubt need to include elements of what you learned to support the paragraph's idea, again, the focus should be on your effort in learning and applying this concept. As with the previous conclusions, this one should have the same structure. It should restate the essay's thesis, review its main ideas, and offer a final thought on the essay's overall topic. Essentially, wrap up what your experience has been like in this course and offer a prediction or a suggestion. Thank you for watching, and please let me know if you have any questions.